CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It is a style sheet language that is used for specifying the text styles of a web page using HTML. By specifying a color and a font for a specific group of text, such as a title or a paragraph using CSS, writing HTML codes on a web page would look more organized. If you are new to this channel, just hit the subscribe button for free. Using Notepad to create an HTML file, we enclose the start and end of the lines in HTML brackets. We define the head, body, and foot sections. Here's what HTML codes look like without CSS. It looks a bit chaotic, right? Because the colors have to be specified individually for each section of text. But with CSS, it will look a little bit more organized. To be able to use CSS on HTML codes, we have to put style brackets, opening and closing remarks, because that's where we will be specifying the color, font, size of the text, and even its alignment. You don't have to individually set them on the body. Just leave the body as is. No description. Because the style will be the section of the HTML codes that will be the reference point. For the head, H1 and H2, those are title fonts. We assign the background color white and the foreground color red. Notice that the H1 and H2 brackets on the heading don't have separate color schemes anymore, because they're already being assigned in the style section. Looks more neat, right? Let's be doing the same thing to the body paragraphs and even the foot below. The body has been added with bold, italic, and underline to highlight the text. They have to be customized at different sections of the paragraph individually. But meanwhile, the heading has been aligned to the center using the text align component being assigned to the middle, the center. This time, we will now specify the body's background and foreground colors to medium green and yellow respectively. Notice that the body codes down below, specifically the paragraph, do not have individual colorings anymore. They just use the body as a reference point on the style section. And then we align it justified so that the text will be scattered significantly from left to right. For the foot section, we will assign it with a background color of black and a foreground one to white. We have already discussed the hex codes in a previous video. Like the body, the foot section is also justified in text alignment. It still shows the same web page appearance, but the codes themselves look more organized. Here's a recap on how CSS makes the HTML codes look more organized. On the left, the codes that have been CSS applied on an HTML line of codes have their colorings, sizes, and text alignments assigned at the style section. But on the right side, the CSS codes look more chaotic because the colorings have to be assigned individually at specific paragraphs or headings. Now you see the difference. What does it really mean to use CSS on HTML coding? I hope you find this video informative. If you were to create a web page of your own.